Initially, the declarer must analyze the bidding and the opening lead, but as the play of the hand continues, the declarer's technique of counting finds out the distribution or shape of the suits and the high card points of each of the opponents during the play, so that this information can be used to make the best decisions regarding the play of the hand. We all remember the boast from Victor Molo's Hideous Hog character explains that a successful bridge player are so committed to the task of counting out. It is this technique that must be used by every declarer. In the whole deck, there are only 5 common distributions. 4-4-3-2 is the most common, occurring 21.5% of the time. That means with a game of 24 hands, you will see this combination 5 times. 5-3-3-2 occurs 15.5% of the time. 5-4-3-1 occurs about 13% of the time. 5-4-2-2 occurs about 10.5%, as does 4-3-3-3. When you total this up, it comes to 71% of the time.
Never ever count to 13. Remember to count only in distributional patterns.
The other important distribution is to know how the opponent's cards will split when the declarer has a fit. This is especially good in no-trump contracts. With a 10-card fit, the 3 cards will split
1-2 78% of the time
and 3-0 22% of the time. With a 9-card fit, the 4 cards will split 2-2 41% of the time and 3-1 50% of the time. With an 8-card fit, the 5 cards will split 3-2 68% of the time and 4-1 28% of the time. With a 7-card fit, the 6 cards will split 3-3 36% of the time and 4-2 48% of the time. With a 6-card fit, the 7 cards will split 4-3 62% of the time and 5-2 30% of the time. With a 5-card fit, the 8 cards will split 5-3 47% of the time and 4-4 33% of the time. To summarize, when the opponents have an odd number of cards, the split will be favorable. When the opponents have an even number of cards, the split will be unfavorable. Counting high card points is the most important aspect the declarer needs to do, especially when one opens one no trump. You know they have an average of 16 high card points. You can add up your total points and calculate the opponent's high card points. Then you should make a note of locating the missing honors and in what suits they are in the opponent's hands. Once the bidding is over and the opening lead has been made, the dummy is the first seen by all the players. The declarer must analyze the bidding, the opening lead, and play one suit at a time and decide when to give up the losers. So the declarer must count losers in suits and winners in no-trump contracts. Let us look at hand number 1. West opens with 1 spade, playing 5 card majors and at least 12 high card points. North doubles, indicating an opening hand with shortness and spades. East passes, but South, with 10 high card points, must show some enthusiasm and bid 4 hearts. The dummy comes down and the declarer must count losers. There are 2 spade losers, 2 diamond losers, but the location of the king of diamonds is very important. The declarer will count high card points. North has 14, South has 13, with a total of 27 high card points. Therefore, the opponents have 13. West opened with 12 high card points, 1 spade, and East probably has 0 or 1 high card point. Therefore, the king of diamonds is probably in West's hand. The missing honors are the ace, king, queen of spades, and of course the king of diamonds. The opponents have 8 spades, and they will probably split 5-3 or 4-4. But as West opened 1 spade, West probably has 5 spades, and East has 3. In hearts, Declarer has an 8-card fit, and they will split favorably 3-2. In diamond suit, the opponents have 6, so they will split 4-2 or 3-3. The club suits, the opponent have 7 cards, and they will split 4-3 most of the time. You will notice that I never counted to 13. Always count with distributional patterns. The opening lead is the ace of spades, and we have 2 spade losers and maybe 2 diamond losers. How can we avoid the diamond loser? West is the danger hand, so let's count his distribution as we're playing the hand. West wins the first trick with the ace of spades, and then follows with the king of spades, and everyone follows suit. So West showed up with the ace and king of spades and 2 of the 5 spades. West exit with a low club, so the declarer cannot trump and maybe slough a loser. South wins the trick with the jack of clubs. Declarer leaves the last spade from his hand and must trump high with the 10 of hearts, as the spade split might be 6-2 and prevent East from over-trumping. However, East plays a spade, indicating that West started with exactly 5 spades. With an 8-card trump fit, Declarer will have to draw 3 rounds of trump, as 68% of the time they will split 3-2. West is known to have exactly 3 hearts, and East sloughs the 3 of clubs, signaling low that East does not like clubs and probably has 4. The declarer now turns to the club suit. On the first round, previously everyone followed suit, and when the declarer plays the 3rd round of clubs, everyone has 3 clubs. East previously sloughed a club on the 3rd round of hearts. Therefore, West has 3 clubs. Assessment of West's holding or distribution. West has 5 spades, 3 hearts, and 3 clubs. A 5-3-3-2 distribution, concluding that West must only have 2 diamonds. Therefore, declarer must lead a low diamond from the dummy and win with the ace of diamonds in his hand, and then lead back a low diamond, which West must win with the singleton king of diamonds, making South's queen of diamonds a winner. West will win this trick with the singleton king of diamonds. West returns the queen of spades, but it is roughed in the declarer's hand, and in the final and last trick, the queen of diamonds is good. In conclusion, counting both distribution and high card points always allows the declarer to make the correct decisions to avoid losing to the king of diamonds in West's hand. Let us look at this next hand.
South opens one diamond in third seat with 14 high card points in the singleton spade. West overcalls one spade, showing 7 to 17 points, and North supports South with two diamonds, showing 6 to 9 high card points. Then East Q bids 3 diamonds, showing support for spades and 10 high card points or more. South bids aggressively to 4 diamonds, and West, with probably less than opening points, passes. West's opening lead is the king of spades. On their convention card, leading the king means they either have the ace or the queen of that suit. Declarer will count losers. There's 1 spade loser, 2 heart losers, 0 diamond losers, and 2 club losers, totaling 5. Declarer can only lose 3 tricks and must reduce to losing only 1 club trick and 1 heart trick. Now counting high card points. North has 6 and South has 14, totaling 20. The opponents have 20 as well. Since East Q bid, he has 10 to 11 points, and West must have 9 to 10 points. The missing honors are the ace, king, queen of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of clubs. As East-West have a 9-card spade fit, they split 3-1, but the 2 extra spades can be trumped. The declarer has 6 hearts, and they will split 4-3 62% of the time. However, the hearts are a frozen suit and guaranteed to win 2 tricks if the opponents lead the suit. There is a 10-card diamond fit, and they will split 78% of the time 1-2. The opponents have 7 clubs, and it is hoped that the ace of clubs is with East. Let us look at the play of the hand. The bidding was from another table. Remember, South is in a 4-diamond contract. West's opening lead was the king of spades. West followed with the ace, which means East would have the queen of spades. Declarer draws 2 rounds of trump, with West showing a singleton heart. As West did not overbid South 4-diamond bid, so probably does not either have the ace of hearts or the ace of clubs. You can see that the finesse for the ace of clubs in East's hand worked. Declarer returns to the dummy with a diamond lead. With a low club from the dummy, East takes it with the ace of clubs. East returns a club, not changing suits and leading a heart. Declarer is now forced to play the frozen heart suit. West has shown up with the ace-king of spades. If he also had the ace of hearts or the ace of clubs, he would have bid game in spades over the declarer's 4-diamond bid. Therefore, East has the ace of hearts, and he is known to have the ace of clubs and the queen of spades. However, East also had the jack of hearts. He would have opened 1-no trump, as East-West played a weak 1-no trump, having 11 to 13 high card points. East has the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts, the queen of spades, which adds up to 10 high card points, not 11. Therefore, West has the jack of hearts. By counting, the declarer will always find the best choice. The best choice is to play the 10 of hearts from South's hand, and if West covers, then you could finesse against East's 9 of hearts.
Declarer leads the 10 of hearts. West puts on the jack. Dummy adds to the queen, and East wins with the ace of hearts. East returns the queen of spades, which the declarer trumps with the queen of diamonds, so that he has an entry into the dummy. Declarer now leads a low diamond as an entry to the dummy. From the dummy, the declarer now leads a low heart so that he can finesse the 9 of hearts in East's hand. Counting showed the best way to play this heart suit. Counting is the most important concept in the playing of the hand. Remember, both the declarer and the defenders are both counting. Counting is the most difficult challenge in the playing of the hand. This is how everyone can start counting. Analyze the bidding and the opening lead. Never ever count up to 13. Start counting when you see the dummy. Memorize the common distributional patterns. Count the missing cards in each suit and see how they might break. Remember the missing honors in each suit. Focus on only one of the opponent's hands initially. Once you know one of the opponent's high card points and distribution, calculate the other opponent's high card points and distribution. And finally, practice, 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 especially when you are the dummy. I want to thank my wife, Craig Ellis, for her editing skills and ensuring that the theme is well organized. This video is produced by David Ellis and the Ace of Spades Production Company 2024.